So I grew up here in the 80s and 90s. I went to school with all white people. That was just the norm. When I moved back to this area in 2008, there was so much more diversity, not only diversity in color and religion, but also diversity from people that were coming here from other countries as well as immigrants or refugees.
The newcomers look different, they sound different, and they're very visible in the way they dress is different. The people that have been here before are going to be a little bit suspicious and wonder what's going on. That has brought about cultural tension.
There's many layers to the animosity in central Minnesota, and it is so hard to break into our central Minnesota culture because a lot of people have never left this area. Think of everybody else in this area feeling like something's changing about our area and my life has changed and I need to find someone to blame. So who can I put the blame on? Well, how about this new immigrant culture that's coming here? Maybe it's their fault.
My name's Halima, and I was born in Kakumo, a refugee camp in Kenya, and I was raised in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I couldn't really comprehend why we were living in a refugee camp. All I knew was I had a mom that really loved me and sheltered me from all the hardships that was surrounding me.
Not everyone understands the process or why refugees are here or what their lives are like. It wasn't an active choice to leave their country. There was a war, so they left to save their life and the lives of their children.
It's like 5% of the people here who, for some reason, choose to be negative. They just see that we are black, we are Somali, and on top of that, we are Muslim. I did not know anything about color before I came to America. I did not know anything about racism, anything about, sexism, any of those like discrimination.
Here in Minnesota, you've seen firsthand the problems caused with large numbers of Somali refugees coming into your state. Without your knowledge, without your support or approval, you've suffered enough in Minnesota.
A spike in hate crimes across the country since Election Day, with more than 400 incidents reported in the last week.
You're not proposing we go back to the days of internment camps, I hope.
No, I'm not proposing that at all, Megan. But what I am saying is that we need to protect America.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff that gets people scared, Carl.
People are asking us if there's a new president, could we be deported? Does it change my status here? Hopefully the answer is no to that, and the answer is no now, but it does scare people, yes.
We have kids who are being bullied in schools because of their religious belief or because of the way they dress or even because of their accent.
The largest Somali Muslim population in the United States. The area now considered by some as ground zero for ISIS recruitment inside America.
We've had some kids from Minneapolis that have gone to fight for either Al-Shabaab in Somalia. Some have gone to Syria and fight for ISIS. We must have that conversation and find out what really motivated the young man to do what he did. Where did that anger come from,
Many people will come up to me and say, well, how do we make sure that our school children, being radicalized to ISIS doesn't happen here? What I say to them is that the #1 way to fight terrorism is to get to know your neighbor. As a nation, we have to do something about it, but right now this starts with people having conversations.
We are trying to bring cohesion, unity, and harmony in our community here in central Minnesota and in St. Cloud. We want neighbors to know each other and people to know each other so we can create a community that knows and understands each other very well and respects each other for who they are and where they come and what they believe in.
That's our goal, is to bring people to the next step. No one's going to go from indifference or anger all the way into action and be activists like we are, but we're trying to bring them to the next step, bringing some education into the anger and the frustration and the rumors.
Talking about different refugees, it's really important to see them as human beings. They all have left terrible situations and have struggled tremendously.
These people, for the most part, they're just here to live the American dream. I deserve to be treated like any other Minnesotan does because I grew up here. This city raised me. I am a part of the city, just like so many other Somali people are. We are business owners, we're entrepreneurs, we are volunteers. Somalia will forever be my home, but this is also my home, and I'm not going anywhere.